Hello, 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 everyone. Let's see who's going to join us. Going to make sure we are officially live. Excuse me. Excuse me. And share with our groups and all of our friends so they know there we are. We are live. All right. We're going to share. Come on. Maybe. All right. Are you not? For some reason, the share is not coming up. But let me do this real quick. And I do apologize, but if you are here, go ahead and say hello. Hey, Sue. Glad you could join. Thank you for sharing, because for some reason, it's not letting me. But I am going to share for Barb. She says she has a hard time finding us. So I'm sending her the link. And then I'm going to try one more time to see if the group share will come up. There it goes. It was just being temperamental and persnickety. Okay, there we go. Team and VIP. All right, I think we're good to go. All right, hello, hello, hello. Let's see. I see Sue. All right, well, we'll give everybody else a few seconds to come. Oh, you did take Barb. Oh, awesome. All right, so we're going to go on to our paper pumpkin and let everybody know that April paper pumpkin is going to be awesome. It's the inked occasions, and you have until April 10th, so we have a little bit of time to get in on that kit. If you are a current subscriber and you haven't done so yet, your subscription was upgraded to the stampinup.com website. You just have to go in and complete the payment process over there because your payment information did not come from paperpumpkin.com. So you have to enter that. So you just log into your account once you get into the stampinup.com, and then you can re-enter your payment so you don't miss out on the April kit. Hey, Miss Arlene. And that April kit is the inked occasions. It's going to make 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs, and you're going to get 9 coordinating envelopes as always. You're going to get some textured gold foil on the card bases and sentiments. You're also going to get pre-cut paper pieces and butterfly embellishments. The coordinating colors will be Berry Burst, Flirty Flamingo, Fresh Freesia, Gorgeous Grape, Peach Pie, and Pool Party. And your ink spot will be Berry Burst. May's kit will be the Mountain's Majesty, and June will be Full of Charm. And these add-on dies are available, and they do coordinate with the entire quarter's worth of kits. All right, next. Awesomeness. This is the bundle we're playing with tonight. This is the Fancy Borders bundle. And again, lots of fun to play with these. They're different from our other border dies that we've had in the past. And there's lots of fun things you can do with these. No sound. Uh-oh. Okay. Whew, worry about that for a minute. All right. So we are cooking with gas here. We are now going to get back in here and ta-da! Okay, so these are the stamp and dies we're playing with. This is the Fancy Borders, and check out my little masking tape here all over the place. Check out these borders. Whoop. We have this one. Makes all the little scoops. Then we have this one we are using tonight. There's this one here. Then there's this little jaggedy edge, these hearts. So cool. We're using that. And then there's this here little swipe. So many things to play with here and not enough time to do so, but we're going to show you a few of them anyway. Okay. So the cards we're making, first off, I decided to do one where we make multiples all in one shot because I don't know about you, but I love to be able to make lots and lots of cards quickly. That's so weird. I wonder what's up with the sound. I'm glad it's back. Here's one. You make 3 cards in one, basically. So we have this fancy schmancy little die, or not die cut, but we cut our paper, and then we did our border die for our sentiments. We got that fun shape. Hey, Barb, glad you found us. So you get that really fun shape. And then, like I said, you make 3 cards all in one session. I had these done in no time at all. I'm going to show you how to cut your designer series paper, and we're going to show you how to cut your little label there. So that's our first card. And like I said, that's pretty quick and easy. And then we have card number 2. This one, a little more time because you have to make the multiple runs through the Big Boss to get your paper cut. But is that not really cute? And I backed that with some designer series paper. We die cut our sentiment, which says special delivery, and then we did the inside of our card just because. So we have special delivery just because. So that's card number 2. And then our third card shows how to use this big border stamp to make like a little label, I guess you could say, for the sentiment to go right in the center. And then we, of course, use some of our brass butterflies, which I love. They're some of my favorite embellishments that Stampin' Up has ever released. So I love using them whenever I can. And then I did an envelope. And what I did is I took that leafy die and I laid it base side, the cut side up to run my envelope through the Big Boss to cut that out. And then I backed it with some of this paper so that we have a coordinating envelope. Pretty cool. So just a couple ways to use those dies. Hey, Kay, glad you could make it to hang out with us. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So for this card, like I said, we're making 3 cards all at once. So what we need is I have 3 card bases. I have, oh my goodness, Lemon Lime Twist, Flirty Flamingo, and then I have Basic White. This is a thick Basic White. It's 8.5 at 5, cut in 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So we'll go ahead, get our bone folder. Same thing with our Flirty Flamingo. So we'll go ahead and fold that. That's also cut 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And the Lemon Lime Twist is the same. So those are folded and ready to go. Next, I have, here we go, get the right things out. I have 3 pieces of designer series paper, and that's cut 5 by 3 3/4. If I can get my hands on them here. So I have 3 pieces, all measuring 5 by 3 3/4. And they're going to be stacked just like so. And that paper comes from the online exclusive Refreshed Beauty, and you have all kinds of patterns and lots of color in this particular pack of paper. Lots of limes and greens and peaches and yellows and pinks. So that pack of paper. Oh, hey, sis. Okay. So we need our paper here. And then I have some basic white cardstock, all measuring. There's 3 pieces here, 5 1/4 by 4, and that's to layer with our designer series paper. So I'm going to get all this here out of the way for just a few. Let's put those over here. And then we're going to bring the trimmer in. I'm going to show you how we're cutting this paper. So you need your trimmer. And we are going to cut our paper at a bit of an angle. And I really don't have any specific measurements. There's really no right or wrong way to cut this other than you want it cut at an angle. So you want to kind of, I'm trying to go for about maybe about an inch from here. And then this one is going to be obviously larger than an inch. So we're just going to make sure everything is layered nicely because we're cutting all of our paper at the same time. So there's our first angle cut. Then we're going to make our next angle cut. And let's see, I want another, there we go, about an inch on this side now. But I want to make sure. How did I do that? There we go. So okay, so we still want that. Oops, that shifted. Don't want your paper to shift. So we want about an inch over there. A little more than an inch up here. And we're going to cut again. So now you have all your paper. We're going to kind of put it back together here like so. Get that out of the way. So now we want to arrange our pieces of white. And that one will go here. That one will go here. And that one here. We'll do that one. This one. Nope, can't do that. That's going to have to go there. So we don't want the same patterns together. And then this one. And that one. And that one. So that's how we shuffle up our deck, I guess you could call it. All right, so now we're going to take our adhesive and we're going to go ahead and start putting all of our pieces on. So we can go ahead. That looks pretty straight, I think. Okay. They are good spring colors. And that's where my head is at. It's still pretty cold today, but it was frigid yesterday. It was, I shouldn't say terrible. It was so nice when we had gone to get our taxes done. We went and did our shopping and went to dinner, and we noticed it was like 50 degrees when we went to dinner. Well, then by the time we got back into town here, we were watching the thermometer on my car continuously drop until the time we got home, it was down to 34. Well, next thing, the dang wind picked up. And of course, it was like, okay, it's time for me to go for my walk. And it was so brutally cold. All right, so there's our first panel. So we're going to bring in our second one. And we're going to go ahead and put all these on. It is a fun layout, okay? And like I said, what I love about it is you're getting 3 cards for the work of one. I mean, when you're mass producing, this is a great layout for that. It really is. Super, super fun and easy, and you're going to get lots of cards. And there's really no measuring involved. You just eyeball where you make your cuts and then piece it together. And everything just butts up together. So there's our second panel. Yes, Sue, this definitely would be a great, you get some different coordinating papers and go to town. You'll have your Christmas cards done in no time. Because like I said, 3 for the price of 1 and you're good to go. So you figure for every 1 card, you're making 3. Don't go down yet. There we go. Whew. Seal Plus is a strong adhesive, and you need to be ready to go down when you're otherwise it ain't coming back up again. Not unless you're really careful. I got really lucky right there. Okay. There we go. All right. We have all 3 of our panels. And then it's really just shuffling up your card bases. But we're not going to get crazy. We're just going to go ahead and start adhering them to card bases because the card bases go with them all. So I'm just going to go in order. There's one. Here's 2. And here's 3. Okay. So there's our 3 card bases. Next, I have some scrap basic white cardstock. This measures 2 inches by 3 inches. I think I cut it. Yes. 2 inches by 3 inches. And we're going to find our stamp that says Sent with Love. And I have my Flirty Flamingo ink pad here. I'll go ahead and ink that up. Sent with Love. Just like so. I'm going to set that right there. And we are going to grab our dies. What did I do? And we're using our little zigzag here. And Baby Boss into the picture. Roll that through. And we're going to just flip that around. Get rid of our scrap. And then goodness, come on. Got to make sure that that die is not too high up or it will not roll through. So get that in position, roll that through. And that's how we get our fun little shape here for our sentiment. So now we have a cute label. And so you wouldn't have to watch me cut that 3 times. I have 2 more that we're going to go ahead and stamp. I did cut these without stamping them, but they're an easy shape to stamp in the center of, so it's not an issue. So there is Sent with Love. And then, keeping things really simple, where is our dimensionals? We're cruising. Peel those backings off. And we're going to set that there. Sent with Love. There we go. And then I have the adhesive backed dots for days. And we want our take your pick tool. And there's one. There's two. And three. These back in the package so I don't get so where did I put the originals? We put them out of the way and now I don't know what I did with them. Oh, there they are. All right, so these were the originals. And these are the ones we just did. All right. And that was all done in less than 20 minutes. All right. Moving along. Those there. We will do this here one. This is our special delivery. This one, like I said, is probably the more time consuming of the three, but still quick, still easy. All right. So for this one, let's see here. We need our thick basic white card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We are going to fold that on the square line and press that out with our bone folder. Then I have a piece of that same designer series paper that we were just using. This measures 4 by 5 1/4. And I have a piece of basic white that also measures 4 by 5 1/4. And they are the same exact size because they will layer. And we're done making our cuts. Now for this one, because of the width of the die and the paper is too big to go through the baby boss, we do have to use our big boss. And I did bring that over here. So how I did this one, just to get started, I kind of eyeballed to the best of my abilities the center of this cardstock. So I wanted it to start in the center, and then I went up, and then I went down. So that looks about center. So we're going to go ahead and tack that down. So this is a few passes. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 passes to be exact, but it does not take long to do. Let me see. Push all this over here. All this. Oh my goodness, it's heavy. And then I wonder why my shoulder hurts. All right. So this is going to go in sideways because, I mean, it will, it can go this way, but it tends to jump when you go that way. So we're just going to go straight in. So there's cut number 1. And then we're just going to, oops. Don't want to keep the tape there. Okay. And then I just like to tap the die on the table and everything falls out. And then let's see here. That looks good, I think. There's our second run. Tap those little pieces out. I think that looks pretty good. What happened here? I lost my uh-oh. My light died. Hopefully I have enough light. I guess that's what you get for buying a cheap light. All right, tap those out. All right. Let's see. That looks pretty good. Again, not looking for perfection. This is a handmade card. And one more cut and then we're done. All right, last cut. Okay. Yeah. And yes, I have little hearts everywhere. Up to vacuum. All right, there we go. And they're all out of there. Okay. So next, what I did is make sure all of the little pieces popped out that were supposed to, and it looks like they did. All right. So next, I'm just going to add adhesive right around there. We can put a little there, like so. Oh, gotta move stuff out of Tucker's little bed. He's coming to visit. I was using his little bed to hold. Oh dear. I'm a bad mama. Okay. This is probably easier just to line everything up like so. And there we have our little hearts backed by Designer Series paper. And then we're just going to go ahead. And I forgot one step. Getting carried away here. We need our Flirty Flamingo twine. So let's see. Tweezers in to hold our little knot there. So tomorrow's my first day on the new job, so I'm looking forward to that. It's exciting. It's one of the things we went shopping for is to get new shoes so I can walk around a little better without like my back killing me because my shoes are wore out. So I got some new shoes. We went to get a new phone so that my battery doesn't go dead halfway through the day, but unfortunately they couldn't do it yesterday, so I gotta go back tomorrow. Oh, come on. Ugh. See, told you that Seal Plus sticks. Even to a surface that shouldn't stick. Okay. We're good. All right. Now we're going to put this right onto our card base. Aw. Auntie says hi, baby Tucker. Tucker was going to come visit Auntie today because he was being a naughty boy. And I was going to send him away, but then he batted those cute little eyes at me, so I changed my mind. He's too short to get into any garbage in the house, except for one, and it's the one in our bathroom. And of course, there's really nothing in there other than empty toilet paper rolls, husband's razor blades. When he's done with his, uses his razor, he throws those in there. So, he could get cut on those things. And of course, my used up, because I have new deodorant, I threw the old one in there. Strewn everywhere. He's such a naughty little boy. Anywho, all right, this one, we need special delivery. And of course, we're sticking with our Flirty Flamingo ink pad. He's a naughty boy. Mostly because he was mad that we left him for part of the day yesterday. But, good grief. Bruce brought him back saved him some steak from his dinner. So we got steak. How many dogs get steak saved for them? Tucker does. All right, so there's our special delivery. And we need to do the inside of our card too. So for this, we used, where did those little, there they are. This one and this one and this one just because. All right, so we're going to start with our just because. And then we have our little heart to put over the top there, like so. And then our 2 little hearts like that. So there, our stamping is now done. Now we need our baby boss. And I brought in an extra die. This one is called Framed Scenes dies. There's a whole bundle that this goes with, but I'm using this here oval. You get in the set, you get the 2 ovals, and they do layer this little texture piece, and then this frame that has like a wood grain to it. So it's a really fun bundle. We will use that in the near future. But today I'm just using the die to cut out our special delivery. I'm gonna grab some of these here. Okay. Baby boss it is. Run this through. Yeah, until next time. He'll never do it again until next time. Mama knows his tricks. All right, there's our oval. Put this back into the package here so we do not lose it, as I am so famous for. Thought about going to one of the car parts places and see if I can't find one of those magnets on a stick or something, and I need to start sweeping this room up for dies, because there are dies under every table you could put a die under. And they're hard to see. All right, so back to the dimensionals. And that's going to go right up under there, like so. And then the brushed brass butterflies that I absolutely adore. We need one for there. We need one for up there. And another one for over here. And there we have it. Yes, they are easy to lose, Sue, 100%. So there is card number 2. So there's another way to use the border dies, just to do multiple cuts on your card front. Next up is our final card here, and this one, another super simple. And we are using, there it is, another basic white. It's the thick basic white, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I'm gonna fold on that score line. So yeah, tomorrow I start my new job. I did get my cubicle all set up Friday. I ordered from Amazon and they did arrive today, so I'll be all set now. Is some, because it's the regular office cubicle, so you have like the fabric walls instead of like corkboard or anything like that. So push pins won't work to hold stuff up on the walls. You have to have the fabric pins, I guess I called, or something like the fabric wall pins. They have like the hooks that kind of go down rather than straight out. So I got some of those. They came today, so now I can hang like my calendar and a few things up on my walls and my little cubby cubicle. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. Anyway, designer series paper. This is from the limited edition Shades and Hues 6x6. Love these papers. There's lots of fun colors and patterns and just gradients and just fun. This looks like a paint swatch. Just fun paper. I really have enjoyed it. It is while supplies lasts, but I'm using it. All right. I got my lunch all packed for tomorrow, so I think I'm doing all right. I am gonna love the change of pace, Sue. It's gonna be so much better. The hours are really the same, except for my phone isn't gonna ring 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. My text messages won't be bleeping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Yeah, it is definitely better hours in that respect. Still 8 to 4, but still better work-life balance for me. Because good heavens to Betsy. I mean, and I don't want to say I loved my job as the infection control nurse, but it was time for something new and different. That's a COVID made that a challenge on the regular. State of New York, all of our rules and regulations that affect nursing homes make it very difficult. You're always balancing doing the right thing by the resident versus, making sure that you're staying compliant with their rules and regulations. And yeah, crazy stuff. Okay, I now have a piece of crumb cake. This measures 3 inches by 4¼ inches because we want it to go all the way to the edge like so. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our border stamp, and I am using Early Espresso. I'm going to go ahead and ink this up. This is a long stamp, so I'm going to make sure ink everything up well. All right, so next we're going to stamp our cardstock here. Again, this is crumb cake with Early Espresso. You want to make sure you're making contact good. And there we have it. There's our little piece here. Next, I'm going to bring in my sentiment, which is a little hello with a lot of love. Because again, you want to make sure you stamp your frame around it correctly. So I'd like to bring in the sentiment next rather than try to so we want to get in there in the middle-ish. A little hello with a lot of love. And then we want to ink this up again. . Okay. Whoop. Now we're going to line this up. Again, making sure we put enough pressure. When I clock out, I'm done for the day. Not really. First of all, I don't clock in or out because I'm salaried. So there's no clocking in. And I mean, for the most part, yes. I mean, I can get calls if there's problems with any of the applications that I'm responsible for. Um, I may have to, jump on and fix something or put in a ticket to the company that we purchased our products from. But those things don't happen on the daily. I mean, those kinds of things, they happen periodically. We just had an upgrade that they did this past week. So probably in the next week or so, there could be some additional problems that we just didn't see coming, because, there's things have been added. But for the most part, it doesn't happen like that. It's kind of, there's balance. So yes, there could be some, but not a lot. Okie dokie. Now we need this here die. This one, this kind of like almost cloud-like shape. And it kind of goes with this piece right here. All right, I got a little close to the edge on this. So we're going to bring in, well, did I put them? There they are. All right. Go ahead and tape this down. There. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the change, the piece. Great people I'll be working with. Not that I didn't work with great people already, but like I said, it's just something new. And a lot of the people that I absolutely adored that I worked with before, they've gone on to other things. So I think that's had kind of a part on my decision too. The same people aren't there. My administrator, Charlie, I loved him dearly. He met with us for dinner the other night, so I got to see him. And my friend Sue, she moved on. My friend John, he moved on. The only one that's still there is Robert, and I know he's seriously thinking of making a move and a change too, because again, things are so different. All right, so there is our fancy shaped label for our sentiment. Of course, I'm going to miss our new administrator, Dan. He's the assistant administrator. He does a really good job. He's fantastic. But it's time to just do something different and new. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead, and I probably got a little carried away with my dimensionals here, but Yeah. Maybe I'll be one less than I was for the other one. There we go. This is fine. Popping these right up. And then that goes right there. Just like that. Bring back our little butterflies. Or take your pick tool and a little butterfly there and a little butterfly there. And that finishes card number 3. And like I said, I'm not going to make the envelope here tonight, but all I did was I took the envelope, I took the die, and I placed the die inside the envelope like so, with the cut side up, laid it down, and then ran it through because it was too big to run it through the Big Boss like this. And if you went like this, you'd be cutting into the front. So I went ahead, closed the envelope on top of the die and let it cut from here. And then I just lined it, the inside, with some designer paper. So you have that. Thank you, Arlene. I appreciate that. Like I said, I am looking forward to it. Tomorrow's my first day, but I did go down, like I said, on Friday and set everything up. So everything's there and ready and waiting for me. So all my familiar stuff is there. It'll be fun. You are so welcome. All right. Now, quick recap. So we have our A Little Hello with a lot of love card. Then, of course, we have our special delivery. And then we had our multi cards. For tonight. And we did it in less than an hour. So we actually made 3, 4, 5 cards tonight in under an hour. Not bad. Oh, you're so welcome. Okay, I really is my pleasure to do this. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. All right, ladies, that is all I have for tonight, and I am so grateful for each and every one of you to come hang out with me. I really appreciate each and every one of you every day, and I thank you for spending your Sunday with me. I do wish you a fabulous rest of your evening and an even better week ahead, and I will see you, God willing, next Sunday with another group of fun projects. Have a great day, guys. Bye for now.